So project here today is called Erased. It's basically a 2D visual novel inspired game design that we came up with. It follows the story of a 19-year-old college girl who goes missing all of a sudden, and the police finds her laptop that has been abandoned, but still someone is active and constantly texts and constantly texts half-type messages. And since we are her closest friend, we are being called upon to investigate upon the matter and uncover clues and hidden secrets from photos and chats to uncover what really happened to her. So here is how the game flow works. We start the game and then we come across all the files. We first visit the photos folder. When we click on it, we find that there are some really creepy photos among others. In one of them, she is just staring back from the mirror. So after finding this, go back, and then we decide to visit the chat logs, where we find that she has a chat with her friend, but then the laptop, someone is currently active in the laptop and texts us back, which is really weird. It tells her to check her journal. So when we go to the system folder and visit her journal, we actually find that she has been actively participating and creating this conscious echo experiment in which she tries to take control over her, in which she gets control over her AI self, and we find that she was in the process of the experiment and she has been constantly losing memory and losing her close friends, including her boyfriend, and then texts him regarding this. And then we also find some more journal logs about just some days before her disappearance. It also mentions that the cursor had been moving by itself, which is really weird. And then just some really anomalies she had been pointing out about her system. She visits the chat logs again, and then the new messages tells her that the person who is apparently typing appears when she logs in all the time. So she has been asked to look for the webcam.txt file. So for that, we go back to the documents folder and then we find the webcam.txt file. When we open it, there is a log of report that writes, he likes watching me type, I covered the camera but the red light stays on. And then we find another log report, and there the title says Note to Self, which asks her to remember to delete the truth.exe file and not let him inside again, which really confused the player on what she's even talking about, and we are being asked to uncover what really this means. So accordingly, we visit the chat logs for more clues, and then this says don't, and then we find more cryptic text messages that if we see a truth.txt file, and then we ask if we should open it, but then the messages really warns us about that we should not be opening the file. And then it's just a chaotic mess of wondering what the hell is actually happening, and because the person typing from the other end is also wondering who is also realizing that someone else is typing, and it is actually copying their text and asking to not reply anymore, and surprisingly it's also using its name. So when we go back to the document.txt file, we finally try to uncover what really truth.txt file holds in, but when we click on it, the webcam opens up and it starts to distort, and this really weird visual comes up as if someone is actively watching us through the webcam. It's really disturbing. And then suddenly a CLI command opens up where it says that an application called Mira.ai is running and that an identity of a human is found, and we let him out. So now it concludes that we have been let into the dark world too, and this concludes our game. And we find out that the stalker was not actually a stalker,